This is the Brella Shield windshield sunshade, as seen on TV. They're $17. There's a link in the description if you want one, and we're gonna test it out in a car, in a truck, and see if we can find some other fun things to do with it. It is about 13 inches long and 3.5 inches wide when it's in its attractive simulated leather carrying case, and what you get is something that looks a lot like an umbrella. So first we'll try it in this Toyota Prius, which has an unusually giant windshield. All right, so this is the fun part. We undo the Velcro. Now, how can you deploy an umbrella in your car without doing damage? And you pull the handle out, so it's basically same as an umbrella. And then there's a button right here on the top, or push the button and manually extend it till it clicks. And then place it in there and fold it down, which it definitely covers the whole thing. So very impressive, because that is one of the biggest windshields in the industry. So the handle's going to sit like that. I don't think it's going to do any damage. Maybe over time it'll scratch up my car, but this is covered in rubber. So that's plastic covered with a little rubber coating. Definitely gets full coverage. Let's step outside and see how it looks from out there. There you go. I'd call that good coverage. It doesn't get all the way here, but you'd have to have a pretty giant thing to get all the way to there. And when you're ready to roll, see if I can do this with one hand. You flip your sun visors up, bring it out. And folding it up is pretty much exactly like folding up a regular umbrella. You just fold it up and strap it tight, and then it's ready to go. Getting it back into here, I tried it earlier, getting it back into its case. I think if I'm going to use it, which I will, I'm just never going to use this case, and I'm just going to keep it like that under the seat or in the glove box. Next, we'll try it on the full-size Chevrolet truck from 1995. On the front windshield, you get good coverage. It misses a little bit on the sides. It's not quite wide enough. And then my truck gets a lot of sun from the side because I park it with the sun shining this way. So if we could do a side angle. So the side angle actually works pretty well. It sits in there. It's long enough that it balances on the armrest. Like my solar panel fits in front of it. So the solar panel sits there and charges the battery while my truck sits for me waiting for gas prices to go down. And that will keep my seats from getting all crusty from the sun and protect the plastic as well. So what if you were a photographer and you needed a little additional lighting? So this is in the shade. I got the sun in front of me. So see if you can see a difference here. So that's with the shade and that's without. And I suppose the other use case I could think of is if you're Antifa in Portland and they're shooting rubber bullets at you. It's much more functional than a regular umbrella if you're doing social justice protests. It's actually the size of a riot shield.